now show you the basic code of how this agent would typically work. Okay, just give me a second. Just a second. Yeah. So again, this is just a revision of what I have done, where I am saying define an agent with the role, goal, and the large language model that needs to be used. Define a task that associates the description, and then initialize the group with the agent and task. Now, all of this for most of you is gibberish, just ignore. For the engineers, I just show you what is happening. Okay, so number one, what you need to understand is I need to get API key. I will store API key in the secrets environment, and this is the environment called Google Colab. So I am building my agents in this environment called Google Colab, where I am building out these agents. That is the Google Colab environment. I have installed these libraries which are required for my task, and then what I do is I retrieve my OpenAI API key. I create my LLM instance, which is where I'm seeing my model name is GPT-4o and my temperature is 0.7, and then I'm defining my agent. Look, I'm saying role is critical thinker, goal is analyze the text and identify if there's any conflicting information within. LLM is the OpenAI LLM, which is GPT-4o with temperature 0.7 that I defined. Then purpose is false. Backstory is you are a critical thinker who understands details very well and an expert negotiator. You can identify conflicting statements and information in the given text. Okay, then I have defined the task wherein I am looking at the description where I am finding if there are any conflicting information in the text. So here it is saying the text is the input given by the user and the expected output is respond with conflict or no conflict. Okay, so here is what it is, and then I am initializing the group. The agent that I defined before, the task that I defined here, both of them come together to build this group. Okay, so that is what it is. Again, for those of you not understanding what is happening, just means that whatever logic I explained on the whiteboard, I have written the logic in code. That's all. Now, here is a storyline. After a long day at office, I was going back home in the late evening. Then I met my friend on the way to office. Okay? Look at this carefully. And can you guys tell me, is this a logical story or an illogical story according to you? Logical or illogical, folks? Okay? It is illogical story because I have attended the long day at office. I was going back home. Then I met my friend on the way to office because there's a narrative conflict over here. So let me run this group. Okay. Okay, so I understood the problem. So I forgot to run this code. So I have to run all of this code beforehand. Let me install this libraries again. I think it will take a little bit of time itself. Okay, so that this particular library was missing, that's why it threw an error. So I'm re-executing them. Right, the execution is done. Now I will run this again and now should be any problems. Yes, it has run successfully. This one also yes. This one also yes. And now I will run this. Okay, it is telling it's a conflict because of the conflict in the story. Now let me fix the conflict. Okay, when I said then I met my friend on the way to home. Okay, and I will check. Response is no conflict. Okay, now you might be wondering why am I complicating for such a simple thing overall over here. Again, the idea what I'm trying to say is I just wanted to explain how you can build your first agent with Blue AI. That's what I wanted to show. So guys, how do you write your first agent? Toy agent I know, but the first agent which can solve everything. Okay, the first agent which is like a story analyzer. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll quickly switch gears and check with what is happening on Marvel Hispano. What is happening on Marvel Hispano? Let us look at it. Okay, so what Marvel Hispano had done is it has built out this complete application, it has done everything. Okay, and then what it has done is it has built all of this, then it has integrated with OpenAI, and because I have already given the OpenAI key, it has started building the OpenAI stuff. It is creating an enhanced conversation interface that integrates AI feedback and dynamic conversations. So now it is writing all of the code for enabling AI-driven conversations. That is where our AI SQL building is kind of happening. A lot of things happening on the back end, but now let us we will come back to it in another few minutes overall. And now let me explain the second agent that we are going to see. Okay, so I will show you the second agent in the next 5-10 minutes. After that, we'll take a quick 5-10 minutes. So let us understand the logic of the second agent. Okay, so the second agent that we are going to do is what is called a script writer agent. Okay, so the script writer agent, what it does is it searches information on the internet and on the searched information it writes a script. It searches for information on the internet and on the searched information it writes a script. That is what the script writer agent does. Okay, so now that the script writer agent is something that we have at our disposal, let us now try to map the logic. So here I will define two agents. It's a multi-agent system with a tool. So what is the tool I will first give? The tool I will define is a tool. There is a poor attempt to kind of build a spanner. The tool I will give is search internet, and that I give it to two types of search engines. One is called DuckDuckGo search. I have DuckDuckGo search, or I have Exa search. Both are different search engines that work very well with AI systems. So I have DuckDuckGo or Exa search, and I give it as a tool. Okay, now this tool will be used by my info agent. So what this info agent does is the role is info gatherer. This will gather information for me. This is like an info gatherer agent. The goal is to gather all information and all the information needs to be gathered together. This the goal is to gather all information and collect it. That is the goal. And I can give context in the backstory, like, hey, this guy great search information who knows how to pick the right information for the given query and pick that particular information. That is the info agent. Then I have the script agent. Okay, now you'll be wondering why do I if I want to extend this agent, I can write a different agent also, which can extend what we are seeing. So I have the script agent where I will say the role is script writer. Okay, and the goal is to convert info into an engaging script. And also to make things interesting, what I tell you the backstory is, I will say you are an expert in Shakespearean literature and drama. So that we can see if the context we are giving, is it affecting the output or not. So I will say Shakespeare literature slash drama. So this is the script agent that is there. Okay. Now in this I will now attach a task. Each agent will have a task. So here the task is description is gather info, and here the description is write script. Okay, there is one small thing I will do wherein here I will say context is, and here is info task. I call it info task. Here is a script task. I will mention context is info task. When I mention context being info task, what it means is, it is saying that the output of the info task becomes the input of the script task, or the output of the info agent becomes input of the script agent, or info agent has to run first and then the script agent has to run later. Okay, so this is the logic for the script writer agent. First, I will define a tool, which is search tool, which will give to the info agent. Info agent has an info task, which will use the info agent to gather information. Script writer agent will take the script task overall. And the best part here is I can give different LLMs to different agents. For example, in this I have given DeepSeek, which is free, to the info agent, and I use GPT-4o, which is paid for my script task because I want to refine the script. Okay, so now quickly checking the pulse, everyone. Have you understood the logic behind the scriptwriter agent? Okay, the logic of the scriptwriter agent. Now I am going to, before I go anywhere, right, let me quickly run through the logic again because I know it is a little involved agent, so let me run through the logic once again. So here it goes. So here, this is a scriptwriter agent which is going to write the script based on some internet search that I have done. So I will have to have two agents, one for searching and gathering the information, the other agent for taking the gathered information and converting it into a script. So I have the info agent, I have the script writer agent, and then this info agent and the script writer agent will kind of come together and orchestrate everything. That is what is going to happen. Okay, so so I can put different LLMs for both the agents. So that is the advantage of that. And let me show you the code right now. So right now the way it is doing is I am having first step. I will define the tool to support the agents using the web search capabilities. I will create two agents, one for data gathering and the other for scriptification. I will define the tasks corresponding to these agents. I will set up a group that executes these tasks sequentially, and then I will run the group to achieve the complete desired outcome. That is what I am doing and orchestrating everything. So as a first step, I am now installing the library. So let the library keep installing. I will show you the tool. So I think let me see if it is working. Okay, libraries are getting installed on the top. Here what I am doing is I am defining the internet search tool. Okay, just understand that I am defining the so I am defining the tool for searching the internet. So if it is done, this is the backup tool. Above is the DuckDuckGo search. Here is the extra search that I am using to run earlier. There are few warnings, but that is fine. Now I am defining my agent. So first is the Content Explorer agent. There are few additional parameters that I have added. One is LLM, I have changed it to deep C, you can see. Second is I have put cache equal to true so that when I have the results in the cache, it will get retrieved faster. Max iterations I have put 5 so that after 5 iterations, if the agent is still not able to correct information due to API errors, I won't get stuck in an infinite loop. So I have a Content Explorer agent defined. Then I have a script writer agent where I am defining how to write the script, how it should be done. And here as I showed you, I told you already explored it, Shakespearean literature. So here I am giving GPT-4 with temperature 0.9 because I wanted more creativity, and that's how I am defining the agents. Now I am defining the tasks, and as I told you, this is the real important part where I am saying context equal to get details. Get details task get the details, and the agent is Content Explorer. Create a task gets the details makes the conversation, but in the context is get details. So the output of get details becomes the input of create a script, and therefore the output of Content Explorer becomes the input for the script writer. So the Content Explorer will run first, the script writer will run later. Now I'm setting up my crew with my agents, which is the Content Explorer and the script writer. I'm putting my tasks, which are my details in creating the script, and I am now going to run this. So now I am going to set up my API keys. And the topic here I'm putting is Iran-Israel conflict. The reason why I gave this specific spelling mistake is to show you that this agent is adaptive. Even if you give some mistakes in spelling in terms of variant, etc., it is intelligent enough to kind of come out from that. So let us run this agent. Okay, so the Content Explorer agent has kick-started. So it is going to get the different information overall. And here it has picked up Iran-Israel conflict. But here you see here, it has taken exactly Iran-Israel conflict. Okay, it has done that auto-correction itself because it is an intelligent agent. That is what adaptive means. Even if you make error, if you did this on a normal search engine, it would have thrown up an error. But because it's an AI-wrapped tool, it is able to recover from that. The agent is correcting the information and using the tool to search for that information. So it is doing the search information, etc., and it has given me this complete information on the cyber warfare, all that has happened. Hezbollah-Iran exchange fire, Mossad op has foiled Iran's hypersonic missile showcase, social media battles go viral, and all that. So all of this has been happening. Now this one becomes the input to the script writer, and here it goes. The title is a most uncivil quarrel. Ahmad, Iranian diplomat, David, an Israeli intelligence officer, and a narrator. Okay. Pray tell David, do the rumors of Esther Mons, Shakespearean style. Esther Mons' digital tempest lie at thy feet. Yet thy arrows newly minted fly with purpose most dire. Okay? But even the shadows cannot hide the fire exchange with Lebanon's children of Hezbollah. You see this, right? How do you guys like this AI agent on a scale of 1 to 10? We have now leveled up the agent, which can now build scripts out of information that is there. Okay? So, as I promised, let us take a quick 5-minute break now, and we will come back and see more agents. Okay? Funny, over to you for a quick 5-minute break.
All right. I love how this is going so far, folks. Let's take a 5-minute break, stretch ourselves out, and come back. What I will do meanwhile is I will put a 5-minute timer so that all of us can come back as this hits 0. Just give me 1 second. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. All right. As this comes to zero, let's all make sure that we are back.
Take a breath, it's time to rise. Fuel the spark behind your eyes. Pixels dance in colder lines. We're shaping futures, one design. Break the walls with what we know. Let imagination flow. 2,000 lines on fire today. AI dreams are here to stay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sketch the world in vivid hue, frames of magic breaking through. Algorithms in the air, we're the ones who dare to care. Pause for a beat, recharge the brain. Innovations in our veins, our moments rest before the climb. Together we redefine. Break the walls with what we know. Let imagination flow. 2,000 lines on fire today. AI dreams are here to stay. Break the walls with imagination. 2,000 lines on fire today. AI dreams are here to stay. 5 minutes to catch your breath before we conquer what's ahead. Image makers, video kings, AI's choir loudly sing. तक पाए इस काम तो लगे है कि आने समझ लिया कि है आ गया है आगे से काम करता है और गया तो क्यों से केस में कैसे फिट होता है इसका ये मतलब है कि आप स्किल के मास्टरमाइंड मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं सबको बहुत बढ़ाई दूँ बढ़ाई हो बढ़ाई हो बढ़ाई हो बढ़ाई हो बढ़ाई और मैं ये छोटी सी ब्रेक चाहता हूँ मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप सब थोड़ा रिलैक्स करें एक घूंट पानी ले क्योंकि आगे हमारे तमाम शूज केसेस देखने वाले हैं और मैं आप सबको वापस यहीं पर देखना चाहता हूँ अगले 5 मिनट में मैं सबको यहाँ 5 मिनट में वापस देखना चाहता हूँ इसलिए मेरी ये छोटी सी ब्रेक के लिए भाइयों और बहनों मैं छोटी सी तारीफ देना चाहता हूँ ब्रेक के लिए थोड़ा टाइम लो रिलैक्स करो और पानी ले लो और मुझे यहाँ 5 मिनट में मिलो मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ जी हाँ 5 मिनट के लिए मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ जी हाँ बधाई हो ब्रेक के लिए थोड़ा टाइम लो रिलैक्स करो और पानी ले लो और मुझे यहाँ 5 मिनट में मिलो मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ मैं यहाँ 5 मिनट में आपको मिलता हूँ अगर आया आए इसका मतलब है कि आपने समझ लिया कि ये क्या है कि यहाँ कैसे काम करता है और ये आपके उस केस में कैसे फिट होता है इसका ये मतलब है कि आप बहुत स्किल के मास्टरमाइंड हैं
All right, are you all back? Drop in the word back on the chat. Awesome. Dilip, shall we continue?
Yes, yes. So as before we continue, just want to do a pulse check on a scale of 1 to 10. How is the session going so far, folks? Okay, thank you very much. I think getting a bunch of feedback. Thanks, folks, and I hope to take it further from here. Now, what I'm going to do is first, we had set up our autonomous agent to build the Marvel Hispanol tutor. Let us check on the tutor, and then I'm going to get into more mind-blowing use cases. These are a little complex. The logic also will be slightly complex, but I will try to explain as much as possible. So it is going to go upward from here, hopefully. Okay, so here it